Ugh, I cannot believe that I used to do these to try to grow my channel. But the good thing is that I have stopped using these strategies and my channel has been growing more and more in terms of views and subscribers. So I want to share with you the exact strategies that I have stopped using or how I have modified them in case you have been struggling with some of these. Let's just get into them, and don't forget to let me know down in the comment section if you have been using any of these. First one is telling people who I am and what I do at the beginning of every video. And this is a biggie because all the big gurus, and I hate that word, but that's the word we're going to use, always tell us that we need to state our value proposition at the beginning of every single video. When you're just starting out and really trying to build an audience, all it really does is eat up valuable time. You only have about 30 seconds to grab someone's attention so that they can decide if they want to watch the rest of your video or not. And if I spend those first few seconds telling people things other than what the title and thumbnail promised, there's a good chance that they're going to click out of that video. What I have found works best is making your value proposition clear in other ways. You definitely want to include it in your about page. You want to make sure that it is clearly understood from your channel banner and also in the way that you set up your homepage, so that when people come across your channel and they get curious because you're providing a lot of good value within your content, they're going to be able to understand what value your channel brings by looking at all of that information. And I know some people out there are going to say, well, that's why you use a hook and then you go into the who you are and what you do. And that might work for some people, but it wasn't something that was working for me, because I was going in with a hook and then I was playing my intro and then I was telling people who I was and what I did, and I wasn't really getting to the valuable portion of the video until about a minute in. And a lot of the newer people that were discovering my channel just didn't have the tolerance to sit through all of that. Some of you are more tolerant if I want to start my video out with a silly joke and then play my intro because of the connections that we have built outside of the video, you know, in the comment sections, in the Facebook group, through DMs on my other social platforms. But somebody that has never connected with me in that sense is not going to have the patience to sit through all of that when all they really want to do is find out what the title and thumbnail has promised. Try letting the content that you're making speak to the value that you provide. Now, instead of coming on here and saying, hey, my name is Nessa and in this channel I want to help you blah 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 blah, I go straight into the video. And for anybody new coming across my channel for the first time, I have a nice little pop tag like this one that includes my name. The second one is asking people to subscribe multiple times throughout the video. This used to be a popular one a few years ago, and the idea was that you just ask, right? Because sometimes people need a little bit of an extra nudge. And then it evolved into ask at the beginning, because that is when you have the majority of your audience watching, and then ask again in the middle just in case some new people have come in or the people at the beginning didn't do it. And then don't forget to remind them as the video starts coming to an end. I don't think this extra nudge thing is true or even necessary. If they like you, they will subscribe, whether you tell them to or not. I mean, think about it. When was the last time that you subscribed to a channel because the creator told you to subscribe? And if you really do want to ask them to subscribe, I would say just do it once. And I actually think towards the end of the video works best. You don't have to wait until the very end, but I think that if someone has watched the majority of your video, it's an indication that they really liked the content and they found some value in it. So they would be more likely to subscribe because you ask than somebody at the beginning. Because again, what if it is someone that has never come across your channel, has never seen one of your videos? Why would they subscribe at the very beginning if they don't know yet what kind of value you can provide? What I have been doing instead is asking you to like the video or to comment. FYI, this is me asking you to please like the video. I will, however, sometimes throw in a visual reminder like this one, but I don't do it for every video. Third one is trying to niche down to just one thing. Niche down to grow. That's what we're told. The algorithm will classify you as an expert if you focus on just one subject, and it will be easier for you to rank. You guys do know that we don't actually have access to the algorithm's source code, right? So I have really stopped listening and trying to do this is how you beat the algorithm strategies, because you can't beat the algorithm. What you can do is listen to what YouTube, who actually has access to the algorithm source code, tells us what are the best ways to get discovered and to grow your channel. And YouTube has always said, the algorithm follows the audience. It's all about what the people watching your channel like to watch, and people generally speaking, don't like just one thing. And I get the concept of niching down, okay? You guys might like getting YouTube advice from me, but you don't necessarily want to watch cooking advice from me. So it would be really weird and random for me to put up a cooking video in this channel. Whereas if I focus on just YouTube advice, you're going to want to watch more and more of my videos, and YouTube is going to want to push them out more and more. So I get the concept of niching down. However, the only way for you to know what people enjoy watching from your channel is for you to experiment with different video types and different video formats. I like to advise people to make content around content pillars instead of just one niche. Find related topics that you like and experiment with those to see what people are going to like from your channel. And if you truly do like something, you want to try to see if you can marry it in some sense. The other day I was reviewing a channel, and she actually has a couple of cooking videos there, but her channel's main focus seems to be hair and nails. I told her, you know, one way that you could kind of combine the two is you could create a recipe for like an avocado hair mask, which is just my way of saying that sometimes you just need to get a little bit creative. And the other thing is that there's nothing wrong with making a fun video every now and then around a topic that you really, really like. It's all about finding a balance between what you like and what your audience is going to like. Not to mention, when you start out a channel and you start putting out videos using this super structured strategy because you think that's the only way to work, you could end up losing some of your authenticity because you'll come on camera and present yourself the way that you think other people are going to want to see things, or you end up mimicking what you have seen other creators do and other creators be successful in, but you're not really giving your own voice and your own spin on things. So really, you should be letting your personality shine through. Have fun with your videos. You don't want to lose the opportunity to discover something that might work really well for your channel, and that's going to be the thing that makes you stand out. And haven't you noticed that it's usually the videos that you least expect, the ones that end up doing really well? Your next video blow up could very well be the video that you keep second guessing. So just make the video and then look at the data and make adjustments if you have to. The fourth one is super long titles packed with multiple keywords where you're not even front loading your main keyword. I see this so much on YouTube, and really it just stems from the fact that a lot of times we're trying to find the perfect long tail keyword that we can rank for. On the title section, we also get up to 100 characters, and a lot of the advice out there is use up as much of the 100 characters as you can. Put as many relevant keywords in there as you can, because ultimately it's going to help your videos rank. It's also true that as long as your main keyword is somewhere in the phrase, the SEO is going to pick it up. But here's the thing, you should not be crafting titles for the algorithm to pick up. You should be crafting titles that are going to get people to click on your video. Remember, the algorithm follows the audience. So if they're watching it, YouTube is pushing it. I may not be able to rank for the keyword how to get more views. So instead, what I need to try and do is come up with a long tail keyword. And let's say that I pick a video titled, "Try this if you are a small YouTuber that wants to know how to get more views in 2021. Okay, so the main keyword, how to get more views, is somewhere in the long tail keyword. I would probably be able to rank for that one. The main problem that I see here has nothing to do with SEO or the fact that it is a long tail keyword. All of that is fine. The problem that I see is that when people pull up that search term, how to get more views, even if my video comes up high in search rankings, YouTube does not show the full 100 characters of the title. YouTube cuts the title off at about 56 or 60 characters. So if your main keyword is after that part, the people that search for the information are not going to see it. And if the first part of your title doesn't give the viewer clear information as to what the video is about and how relevant it is to the search term that they looked for, they might not click on it because it creates a confusion of it being a seemingly unrelated title to what they actually searched for. If you look at this search result, the main keyword being searched is how to find YouTube video ideas. And I did include that in my title, but as you can see, YouTube has cut out that part, and all that the viewer sees is your next viral video idea is on this list, and then I go into the how to find find YouTube video ideas. While I have always tried to be careful so that even the first part is really relevant to what the main keyword is, even if I'm using a long tail keyword, it can create some confusion at times. What I try to do now is either front load my main keyword to the very beginning, or at least to where I know it is always going to be visible, even if YouTube ends up cutting off part of my title. This way, anytime my video pops up in the search results, the viewer will be able to see the main keyword that I want them to see. If you look at my latest video, you can actually see my full title, which is how to promote a small YouTube channel for free. That's it. That is the full title of the video. It is fully visible. What I have been trying really hard to work on now is keeping my title under 60 characters. Is this challenging? Yes, it is, but the results have been a lot better. What are some other strategies that you can use to grow your channel? That is what this video is. I'm going to leave that for you right here. Let me know down in the comments what is one mistake that you're going to fix for your next video. And if you haven't hit that like, I would really appreciate it if you would. I will go ahead and see you on the next one. Bye.